I was in my office, 13th cup of coffee, 15th Excel sheet, 19th time I wished I could be home. I hated my job. I wanted to quit. I wanted to do something better. A coworker said he loved his job, that he never wants to quit, that he's doing something better. It's never boring. He keeps solving interesting problems. It's never stagnant. His career grows very quickly. That sounded too good to be true. I asked him what the catch was. He said he hasn't had a weekend to himself in years and he doesn't remember last time he slept well. And if he gets one more Jira ticket, but he said the money is great. I asked him what the job was. He said he's a product manager. I made up my mind. I wanted to solve problems. I wanted to grow in my career. I don't sleep much anyway, and I love money. I decided to be a product manager. I started researching. I asked some friends. They said, just have your boss make you a PM. My boss laughed at my face. They said, just build your own product. I said, I don't know how. Reddit said, just focus on the interview. Pick up the rest of the skills on the job. That's just bad advice. It was like being stuck in a maze. I was about to give up. I just wanted something structured to become a PM. And then
I want something structured to help you build your skills and become a PM.
I told her to explain herself. And she said,
breaking into product management is not that simple. Out of 127 people we spoke to one-on-one, 78% felt underconfident of their PM skills. 63% had been applying for a PM job with no interview shortlist, and only 3% were able to crack their PM interview. This pained us. That's why we created our PM Launchpad program. It's meant to give you a structured and holistic learning experience that gives you an edge in the job market. To do this, we had to figure out exactly what you need to learn and how you need to learn it. Let's look at the what. There are 4 simple puzzle pieces that come together to make you a product manager. 1, the skills that you need on the job. 2, a portfolio that can get you interviews. 3, the practice to crack an interview. 4, a community of ambitious people that can inspire you in this career. If you have these 4 pieces with you, you are ready to launch your product management career. As for the how, you don't read a book about swimming and call yourself a swimmer, do you? You need to jump in the pool. Product management is a similar skill. You can't just read about it and become one. You need to keep doing it again and again so it becomes a part of you. You need to get your hands dirty. And our method of learning is designed to get your hands as dirty as possible. We call it the magic loop. Here's how it works. You learn a skill at its core without any jargon. Then you apply it. You then get feedback on your application and you see yourself improve. This is the engine at the heart of the entire PM Launchpad program. Once you sign up, you will have a dedicated PM coach for the next 12 weeks. Each of our coaches are product leaders with 5+ years of experience at companies like Flipkart, Airbnb, Amazon, Swiggy, Cred, etc. Your PM coach will guide you through the program to solve a real-world problem at a real company. One of our students is today working with a senior PM at Flipkart to tackle how Meesho would reduce their churn rate. Another student is working with senior product manager at Razorpay on how Cred can increase their monthly transacting users. Let's break down what a typical week of learning looks like. Week 3, for example, is about learning competitive research. Your week starts on a Sunday, where you will attend a 3-hour live session that we call Learn Parties. No prior reading is required, we promise. We won't just talk about competitive research, we'll actually do it live, enough for you to understand and get familiar with the concept end to end. Then it's time to apply it to the real-world problem statement you picked with your PM coach. As part of this week's assignment, you will identify the right competitors, understand what they're doing in the market, and come up with a way to get an edge on that competition. Throughout the week, your coach will be in touch with you, constantly giving you feedback on your assignment and helping you master that skill. You then move on to the next skill, and we do it all over again for 12 weeks. By the end of 12 weeks, you will have shipped a product from beginning to the end. Once all the product management skills are taken care of, it's time to help you stand out in the job market over the next 4 weeks. The first and the most impactful thing to do is to build yourself a killer portfolio. All your 12 assignments come together beautifully to form a well-polished portfolio that even includes a PRD ready to be shipped. It will showcase not just your PM skills, but also the thought and effort you put into being an excellent problem solver. And since it would have been already vetted by your PM coach, high quality is guaranteed. Next up, we'll work together to create a career plan with a list of companies that best fit your preferences. We'll work with you to customize your LinkedIn and resume and find the best way to apply for these jobs to increase your chances of getting shortlisted. The remaining 4 weeks will focus purely on interview prep. You'll give interviews, but without the high-stakes tension of a real interview. You will start your interview practice with peer-to-peer mock interviews and build confidence. Next up, you will do mocks with any product leader from the 150 plus companies we have on our platform. So let's say you have an interview lined up at Jupiter. You can pick a product leader from a fintech company for your mock interview. This is the most realistic interview experience you'll ever have, except there's no rejection at the end. Each interview will last for 60 minutes, and at the end of it, you will get detailed feedback on your areas of improvement. Their intensive feedback is documented on our platform, which you can refer to when you're preparing for the real deal. So after all these mocks, you'll have done it so many times that when you have to do it for real, you can do it without the distraction of fear and anxiety, with full confidence. At this point, you've learned the skills that you need, built a portfolio that will get you interviews, and trained to crack any interview you get yourself into. That's a lot of work for 20 weeks. But when you're done, you won't just know how to be a product manager, you would have already become one. There's still one last thing you need, a community of other ambitious PMs, just like yourself. Welcome to your third place. An exclusive community for ambitious product managers who aspire to build world-class products. Every month, you get a chance to meet with a product leader from a world-class company like WhatsApp, Cred, Cultfit, and a lot more. And then you get to interact and network with 75 other PMs. Once you become an Upraised alumni, you don't need an invitation. You get to access your third place events forever. Come join us and be a part of something bigger. Build connections that last your entire career and make a career that feels meaningful and rewarding.